Dominic, happy with a point this afternoon against Shamrock Rovers?
Yeah, I suppose. Look, we set out at the start of this season, as I've said to you before, to be better than we used to be. Going on recent previous results against Rovers, I think it's a step in the right direction. Of course, we're never happy with a draw, but yeah, I think we held on a little bit towards the end, so I'm happy to get out of there, really, I suppose, with a draw. Yeah.
You mentioned last year's game, so I think you played Rovers twice last year, and the aggregate score was 10-1, a 6-0 loss and a 4-1 last year. So look, it's a great step in the right direction, and it's certainly a change from what's a lot of the players and staff here are used to.
Yeah, look, I suppose in fairness to the team that were around last year and the management and everything, we have a lot of extra good players this year, so I'd nearly say it was expected of us that we would be better, but just getting everyone together with such a short time in pre-season, getting them to gel together and work as a team has been brilliant. And look, we said, I've watched the two previous games Rovers have played in, and both teams have set off them and left them have the ball for 85 and 90% of the possession, but we said today we were going to go after them, push right up on them and stop them from playing out, and I think it worked really well. But to do that, it takes a lot of energy out of the girls. So I was kind of expecting in the second half that we would fall back a little bit and have to defend. Rovers are a really good team. That's where we're aiming. So yeah, overall we're happy with the performance.
A second goal in as many games from Erin Van Dull. There was a brilliant left-footed strike. She's had a great start to her time here. Got a bit of a knock late on in the half. I assume she's okay, but another great performance from her.
Yeah, she's been absolutely immense the last two games for us. She'll win tackles, she'll win headers, she'll organise, she'll work hard. She does everything and even scored 2 goals as well. So the all-round performance. And as you say, she took a little knock to the side of the eyebrow. Needed some repairs after the game, but of course she wanted to get back on and did her job again.
I suppose we've been kind of blue in the face from praising how good the treaty defence are. Kayla Kyle and Talia White, they don't seem to run out of energy. Even the last 2 weeks now in a row, Kayla Kyle is still overlapping attackers. But I suppose with all the focus on the two centre backs, I thought Grace McInerney had an imperious display right back. You know, she had some stiff competition with the likes of Joy Ralph up against her, and she did ever so well.
Yeah, she's brilliant. I think every one of them out there today did really well, but Grace is, we have to remember, still only 18 years of age, so she's learning quickly. Yeah, she's very good, and I think we can even get a little bit more out of her as she develops. Grace is very good on the ball and very competent, and I think we can get a little bit more from her going forward as well as she develops.
Back to league action next week. It's the same opposition again. You both kind of put out very strong sides. I would have expected maybe Shamrock Rovers put out a weaker team today, but they very much played their full hand. Hammers and tongs again at it again next week. How do you approach next week? Different venue?
So we'll do the same thing again. I think if you leave Shamrock Rovers play, they'll play you off the field. So we'll have to be in their faces. We'll have to put our front foot forward. And maybe the only thing I said to the girls after the game is we put out 5 bullet points for what we needed today to get a result. We did 4 of them 10 out of 10, and maybe just a little bit better on the ball when we won the possession back, to keep it and move it faster, so to make them work a little bit harder when we have the ball as well and take the energy out of them.